Welcome back, and things are going scarily well. Welcome back, and as you can see, since we were last together for the game against Manchester United, what we have is a sea of green. I mean, maybe a pond. It's 3 games, but we've done really well. We went to Coventry and we got the win. Super David Okori scoring the final goal of the game. Then we played Chelsea at home. Chelsea are on the struggle bus, by the way. Doing really well though, beating them 3-0 at home. Super David Okori scoring 2. And then the boy decides to jump on a plane and go and play for Nigeria under 23s in their Africa Cup of Nations. So he's away for a couple of weeks, which is far from ideal because he would have started against Brighton. Nonetheless, he didn't start against Brighton. Van Duyven did. He didn't score, but thankfully Amarilla and Amarotu both did, and that gave us another 3 points, which I think leaves us in second. It does. It leaves us in second place in the Premier League. Again, not our focus, but momentum, positivity, all of those good things that are keeping us on the winning trail. Now, last time we were together, we said we were going to have a look at the Leipzig game and the Arsenal game, right? The Arsenal game got moved. Not entirely sure why. I think it was because they wanted to put it on the telly. All right. So we're going to do the Leipzig game today. All right. And we'll do that as a live com. Then I'll go away and we'll come back. And what we'll do is we'll do the Arsenal game and the Zrinski game together as a double header. All right. Arsenal are third. We're second. Well, we might well be third or second. We've got to play West Ham yet. But as it stands, it seems like a good game for us to come back for. And it's certainly a good double header. I thought this was an error in the game in terms of some random team that, maybe they were called something else. Turns out that's what they're actually called, but they're in Bosnia. And they have qualified for the Champions League before. So nonetheless, it's real. And that's who we're going to play next time we're together. However, let's focus on the game against Leipzig, right? So, very, very big game for us once again. And are we at full strength? Not quite. Again, I'd won Okori. And Tarul's also pulled an ab. I mean, I've not seen my abs for about 22 years, so I wouldn't know what it was like to pull one, but it doesn't sound very pleasant. So he was out against Brighton. I doubt he's going to be in a place to really feature for us tonight. We'll have a see if he's passed the fitness test or not. Here we go. No, he's not, I'm afraid. So he's not recovered. Tedesco is working his way back. He tore those ligaments in pre-season. I'm not entirely sure he'll feature today. He might make it on the bench again, purely because of bodies, though. We're at home against Leipzig. Leipzig are currently third in the Bundesliga, so once again, no mugs. And a really, really challenging fixture. I did rotate, against Brighton. We took Cooper out, we took Kayode out, and we took Gertz out. So we changed 3 of our back 4, and it paid off. So I'm delighted with that. So there's no issues there in terms of fitness. The boys in the middle of the park are all doing relatively well from a fitness standpoint, so I'm not concerned there. I'm just going to move 1 or 2 players up so that we make sure we don't have any gaps on the bench. And then once we've done that, we shall get into it. So once again, we're going in with some gaps on the bench. It is what it is. I don't have the depth to do it. We all know why. I've abused myself enough about it in terms of the pre-season. Boz is the only one that's looking like he's suffering a little bit. He's a little bit tired. Do I change him? No. I'm probably going to leave him in, knowing I can bring Montel on, and then Montel will probably play against West Ham. Yes, I'm aware, don't have enough players. Right, let's do this, shall we? Let's do this. No idea who any of them. He's been picked out, their captain and their number 9. He's decent. He looks strong. He's a Brazilian number 9. So yeah, would he get in as my number 9? No. Does that mean he's not good enough? Absolutely not. He's a very, very good player and doing well in the Bundesliga. So we've got to be very careful. Neil, spelt wrong. How can I help? Both teams are carrying some good form into the match. How confident are you? It's going to be a very good match between two capable sides. Passive is what that is. As much as it might be cliche as the first, I hate that question. It's nice to start a game well, Neil. How is the mood in the camp? We're very happy. Yes. I don't think this ever gets old. Barbosa. Love it. Out they come. Purple carpet. Men in suits. Me. Coat. That's a very striking tracksuit that man's wearing. Very striking indeed. Looks a bit Russian. Not sure why I think that, but it does. Never realised how tall Moreno was. Anyway, onwards. The game is underway. We are once again at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, so really important to try and maintain the form at home for sure. Massive game for us, particularly if we can take 3 points from it. Let's see. I mean, very, very dour affair so far. Leipzig are the only ones to record a shot on target. They've actually had more of the ball, which is disappointing. I'm going to get an early shout in and demand more. Let's see if that gets any kind of reaction from the lads. 2 bookings from them, though. They're going hard too. So, half-time, sorry about that. Absolutely nothing's happened. So, we're going to put our hands on our hips in a very particular fashion and just say, absolutely not good enough. Not enough shots at goal. In fact, we've had none. Sort yourselves out. Let's see if that gets any kind of reaction. If we get to 60-65 minutes and nothing's happening, then changes will have to be made. But we've got a highlight. We're on the ball. Will it be ours? Alif looking to attack his fullback, but Gertz has got up with him, which you love to see. Clipped. Couldn't find Amarilla, but Coyote will mop up. He's got no one to reverse to, so he's played a nice inside ball. Moreno to Amarilla, who finds the far corner. I think he's scored 3 in 3 now, the young lad. Doing really, really well. Despite the fact that in last month's feedback from both the board and the fans that he was nowhere near good enough. Knowledge. What a finish that was. Lovely. Let's kick on now. Let's kick on. We've got that goal. It was an XG 0.2, so he's done really well there to hit the far post. Oh dear, another highlight. Let's see what happens here. Mateus for Leipzig. Castello, Nania, looking to recycle. Ball to nothing though, and Gertz steps in. I'd like to have seen Alif hit the corner there and just really caused the fullback to drop in. He's boxed it, and Van der Voort claims that nice and easy at his near post. Not good enough really, and actually quite a lazy thing to do. Moreno around the corner. Amarilla recycles. Can we switch it and horseshoe? Cooper to Moreno. Can we go the other way? No, we've still gone this way. We've clipped it, and there was no need to do it. Putting Amarilla in worlds of trouble. He's 5'4", the boy. Let's try and find him on the floor like that. Amarilla steps in. Clips, looking to find Van Duyven, who's got it. Can he finish? He can. Was he onside? The line has not got his flag up. I couldn't really see from the angle, but we'll absolutely take that if that is ruled to be onside. Coyote does the right thing here. Amarilla steps in between 2 players and causes them problems, and clips for a lovely ball from Van Duyven. And I don't blame Van Duyven. He's playing on the centre half who's wearing a headband. So, decisions. Superb. Well done. Can we get out of the highlights now so I can potentially make a couple of changes? Stepped in. That wasn't a penalty. How was that a penalty? He played the ball. Penalty review. It's in Europe. It's bound to be, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. I'm not a fan of VAR, as you will have seen in the last one. So I don't believe that was a penalty at all. Barbosa slots bottom corner. Marmalade went the wrong way. 50-50. Disappointed with that. I mean, yeah, we don't need to see a replay of you scoring a penalty. What I'm more annoyed about is the fact that that was given as a penalty, as it had never seen one. 77 minutes. We're probably going to have to make some changes. although I'm slightly less comfortable than I was 30 seconds ago, which is troubling. Alif's not had the best of games. Do we bring on... Oh no, he wasn't in the squad, was he? Because I didn't select him. I was going to say Kulusevski. On you go, Ferreira. See if you can do a job for us. You've got some pace. You're also Brazilian, like for like. So, let's see what you can do. 86. Can we take this time away? It's a bit squeaky bum time again. I don't like the fact that we've run this close. But if it keeps us in the top 8, I will take it. As we run out, deserved winners, I would say. Pulling a funny face. I mean, their XG was better. We've scored 2. We've had more of the ball in the end. And ultimately, I think we were the better team. Well done, lads. We weren't at our best, but we got the result. I think we're going to say that. Because first half we were dour, weren't we? Your team put on a performance. We'll have the fans and pundits alike referring back to it in glowing terms for years to come. I mean, what do I know? Artem clearly knows more. I'm happy with the way we're playing at the moment. Results like this will be very welcome. When you have everyone do what's asked. Yeah, I mean, let's all just chill out. You know, we got the win. Was it superb? I don't think so. But nonetheless, we got the win, which keeps us in and around teams like Real Madrid, AC Milan, Dortmund, Inter, Barca, Lazio. We're in that group, and that's exactly the group that we need to be in. The higher up that table we can finish, the earlier this campaign finishes for us, so we can get some rest in the legs. Again, squad depth. Look, players still saying we're not quite fit. 2.4 million into the coffers because we got the win. Malvo's slightly fit, slightly jaded, and can do with the rest. Okay, I mean, by the way, this boy has been super since he started playing first team ball. He's done nothing wrong. I know his stats aren't superb, but actually, you know, he's done nothing wrong. And he's continuing to develop himself, so I'm quite pleased with that. He will get the rest. Rosa will step in and play, and I'm not adverse to doing that. Amarilla just goes from strength to strength. He genuinely does. Look at that. I gave him a new deal, by the way. There were some rumblings. I think he was on 45 grand a week. So he was miles off where he probably and definitely should have been, really. So we gave him the new deal. I'm not that concerned in terms of our finances. We're working well within our budget. There's no issue there. You know, we are making money every time we play in the Champions League. We get our quarterly sponsorship income. I think we're in a relatively decent place. So I'm not bothered about that. We're currently sat second in the Prem, 8th there. We've got Arsenal in the Cup. We'll see how that goes. You know, we're doing very, very well. So let's just give him a very, very quick well done. Superb in front of goal. The Versa. Who are you watching, son? Or are you the Italy manager? Fair enough. No problem. You have a watch of those two. That's absolutely fine. Not a problem. I just want to focus in a little bit on Okori. I know you're thinking. God, he doesn't shut up about the lad. But he's tremendous. He's absolutely tremendous. He's finishing. He's first class. He's continuing to develop. He's only 21. And this kid is going to play for me as often as I can make him play. Because I genuinely think he will turn into a difference maker towards the back end of the season. So really pleased with him. Pleased with how it's looking. Hope you've enjoyed it. Do feel free to drop a like. It really does help. I can't tell you how much it helps. And I will hopefully catch you all in the next one as we take on a double header of Arsenal and Drinsky in the Champions League. Take care. Bye-bye.